I am Rick Cole. Hello. Welcome to Trenton, Missouri, as we get set for the final flag football game of the season for the North Central Missouri College Pirates. Today, North Central hosts the University of St. Mary Spires out of Leavenworth, Kansas. Both teams come in looking to close out their seasons. We'll take a look at how they've gotten here, along with some key players to watch on both sides of the ball, and we'll hear from Pirate head coach Alden Knight. Let's start first with the University of St. Mary Spires. They enter today with a record of 3-8 out of the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference under head coach Ellie Campbell. They are coming off a win in their last game, defeating William Woods 25-6. In that game, St. Mary led 13-6 at halftime and finished with 79 rushing yards, 114 passing yards. Defensively, they recorded 9 sacks, did not commit a turnover when they had the ball. On the season, St. Mary is averaging 12.4 points per game, allowing 27. Offensively, they produce about 85 rushing yards per game and 103 passing yards per contest. Some of the players to watch for St. Mary include Kiendra Thomas, a freshman. In the win over William Woods, Thomas went 12 of 25 passing for 114 yards and 2 touchdowns with no interceptions. She also added 59 rushing yards and a touchdown on 17 carries. Ellie Miranda is a freshman and a major defensive contributor. Against William Woods, Miranda recorded, get this, 10 tackles for losses, and 9 sacks, accounting for 57 yards lost. She also contributes on offense in limited touches. Demi Hilton is a senior who had a 63-yard touchdown reception in the last game. She also added defensive production with tackles and a pass breakup. She also contributes in the return game. Additional contributors include Charisma Delgado with multiple defensive plays and pass breakups, and Michaela Akers, who added 5 tackles and 2 pass breakups in the last outing. We'll be back with a look at the Pirates right after this.
We're for road trips. We're for hitting up Arthur Bryant's for lunch and making it to Lambert's for dinner. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, steel horses, and real horses. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck in traffic and 6-lane freeways that aren't so free. We're for Missouri license plates. No, medals of pride. Like us, no two roads are alike, but we're all connected. We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and if you're a Missouri driver, we're for you.
Welcome back to our pregame show. It's time to take a look at North Central Missouri College. The Pirates come in at 2-8 under head coach Alden Knight in his second year. North Central has won 2 of their last 4 games, however. They're coming off a close loss to Heston at Grayson University in Iowa. Final score, 26-24. In that game, North Central trailed 13-12 at halftime, scored 12 points in the third quarter, but allowed a late touchdown with just over a minute remaining and took the loss. Statistically in that game, North Central finished with 187 total yards, including 140 through the air. Also this weekend at Graceland, the Pirates picked up their second win of the year, a 12-0 win over Midland University, holding Midland to just 76 total yards and forcing 4 interceptions. For North Central, Kennedy Johnson, the freshman utility player, continues to be one of the most versatile players on the field. Against Heston, Johnson contributed 70 rushing yards on 6 carries with 2 touchdowns. She had 6 receptions for 102 yards and 2 touchdowns. Also, she handles the punting duties and has added some defensive tackles as well. Against Midland, Johnson added 73 rushing yards and a touchdown. She had a passing touchdown and defensive plays, including an interception and a sack. She impacts all phases of the game. Also, Lauren Hall, a freshman, has contributed through the air against Heston, going 5 of 15 passing for 74 yards and a touchdown with no interceptions. She also adds receiving production and defensive involvement. Additional contributors include Megan Fitzpatrick, who had a receiving touchdown against Midland, Keishel Gilbert with multiple tackles and a defensive interception in recent games, and Amy Pickering, who also recorded an interception on defense. To wrap things up, St. Mary is coming off a win and produced strong defensive pressure with 9 sacks in their last game. North Central has shown defensive ability as well, including a shutout win over Midland and multiple interceptions. Both teams have had multiple players contributing at quarterback with shared roles and versatility across the field. It's the final game of the season here in Trenton for the Pirates as they take on the University of St. Mary. Here is Pirate head coach Alden Knight.
You guys played at home last time and played extremely well. That had to be very gratifying for you and your team.
It was. It was a great feeling to finally see everything come together as one. You know, we've been working really hard, and over time you just see things all correlate, so it was a clean game.
Yeah. Was it something that you could point at and say, this one thing really got us going in the right direction for that game against Pratt?
I think it's limiting mistakes, one, also getting turnovers. But one more thing that I could truly say is having people having the young ladies locked in. You know, I think that they weren't really distracted much. You know, the things that we went over in practice, they executed during the game. You know, they were actually focused on it. So the little things like that actually added up over time and, you know, came in handy when we played that day. So it was pretty good.
You know, I've always felt like you can tell good teams, even if they're not winning, by how they improve. And if you can keep improving, wins and losses eventually take care of themselves. I know you feel that way. Who's been working really hard and who's shown a lot of improvement this year?
Well, there's a lot of young ladies on our team that I think showed improvement. I think Piper Martin has showed a lot of improvement from when she's came in. You know, she works really hard and things like that. I know last game, you know, we had a lot of standouts and things like that as well. But then, you know, our typical young ladies who, you know, some of our captains and things like that stood out as well. You know, had some big plays and things like that. Kennedy did pretty well. I mean, I can name everybody.
Well, in that kind of situation, I understand.
Did pretty well. I mean, I can name off everybody. You know,
will Piper Martin ever get over the fact that she dropped her flag on that long touchdown pass? Got called down instead of going into the end zone for 6.
You know what? It's unfortunate because, you know, it happened like before she even caught the ball. You know, it was just something that happened as you're running a route, and then, you know, contact happens between you and a defender, and the flag just came off somehow. I don't know how, but nobody even saw it really until she scored and things, and it was only one flag, and we're like, well, she didn't get it pulled, you know. So it was kind of unfortunate, man. But, you know, she was hype, you know, and it was good to see her like that. And
I had to kid her a little bit about that one because, you know, let's make sure of that. So anyway, she's such a great kid. You know, we see all the old NFL films, Tom Brady and Peyton Manning. They're preparing. They're doing. Our quarterbacks have to kind of go through a similar reading pattern. Do they have to look and then have different options?
Correct. Yeah. So there is specific reads that you have to make. You know, different patterns, like you say, and you know, where the first read is on this play, where the second read is, where the third read is, where you should go, and things like that. You know, so these are things that they're taught and that you rep and practice and just go over and things like that.
Today is your final game of the season. It's your final home game also. But when you look at this school, University of St. Mary, what are you seeing in preparing for them?
Good team overall. Like you say, records don't always indicate how good a team is. You know, for instance, like us, you know, but they have a talented group. They have a great coach over there as well. They're coached really well, and I can say that they will come to play. As far as numbers, I know that they're a little low on numbers too, but I think it'll be a great matchup because, you know, we're in the same predicament. You know, but I do want to just give a shout out to, you know, all of our young ladies. You know, I didn't get a chance to name everyone, but you know, from everyone from the rushing standpoint, DBs, linebackers, QBs, snappers, receivers, running backs, blockers, everybody. You know, I can't mention everyone's name, but if I could, I would sit here and name off every single last girl on our roster. I just want to give a huge shout out to them for, you know, actually sticking through and pushing through this season with the numbers that we have, how limited we were, and you know, not complaining, actually, you know, having a love for it and wanting to go out there and compete, you know. So huge kudos to all of our young ladies. I'm proud of them, and look forward to finishing strong today.
There are always a lot of stories around a first-year team, or really any team, but it'll be fun to hear some of those stories as we get past this season. We'll visit with you after the game, we hope, as well. So
sounds good. Thank you.
Alden Knight you're welcome. Alden Knight is our guest here. Our first possession is coming up in just a moment on Pirates Digital Media. Partners with North Central Missouri College Athletics include Pettijohn Ford, now offering low upfront prices and no hidden fees on every vehicle in stock. Grundy County Lumber, your authorized local steel dealer. St. Luke's Health System. St. Luke's unique combination of clinical excellence and compassionate care makes them the best place to get care. BTC Bank, agriculturally minded, service-oriented, and driven to strengthen the communities it serves. Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri. Bank on the go with Farmers Bank mobile app.
Welcome to CF Russell Stadium in Trenton, Missouri, the home of, tonight at least, Pirates flag football, as the North Central Missouri College Pirates at 2-8 take on the University of St. Mary here in the final game of the year for North Central. It's good to have you along. It's certainly much better weather-wise than it has been in the past, with the temperatures in the mid-80s today. The winds are going to be a factor today. They're around 23 miles an hour, gusting to 30, 35 miles an hour. And so we'll see which team will be able to benefit as the wind is blowing from left to right here at Russell Stadium. I am Rick Cole. Our crew tonight is led by Riley Everett, who's our director, Nick Stewart, Aiden Snyder, John Godbout, and Nolan Partner all here as well. Let's go down to the field. And so we get ready for our first possession of this game. Of course, there is no kicking off. The closest thing that we get to a place kick is a punt, although that may be changing in the future. We'll talk about that when we have a chance during the course of this game. Our referees today are Mike Denny, David Kidwell, Kevin Buell, and Nick Bennett working here in this flag football matchup between St. Mary of Leavenworth, Kansas, and the North Central Missouri College Pirates. You look at the tail of the tape, and the Pirates now are averaging 18 points a game. St. Mary 12.5 points a game. St. Mary is giving up almost 28 points a game, so they can be scored upon. Pirate defense has played very well lately. On Saturday, they played a doubleheader, a loss to Heston 26-24, and a win over Midland Saturday 12-0. The Pirates had 4 interceptions and a sack against Midland on Saturday in that shutout win. As you know, in flag football, as we said, no kickoffs, so the ball starts at the 14-yard line. The field is 80 yards long, so to get to midfield is the 40-yard line. Every time you cross one of the stripes that you're seeing there, that is a first down, and we are about ready to go with this matchup, and it looks like North Central will have the ball first. It'll be interesting to see who opens up at quarterback for North Central, and we can tell that story a little bit. They've been alternating some players due to some circumstances, and so we'll see who will be the starting quarterback. Kennedy Johnson has played quarterback a little bit here in the last few days. And let's see who it is. It may well be Johnson who is the quarterback. It is a rollout for Kennedy Johnson, and Johnson gets contacted. That'll be a flag, and gets near the first down marker at the 20-yard line. We'll see where they mark her down. It looks to be a first down. Plus, that contact penalty will give the Pirates a little bit more yardage. There you see Johnson and our two coaches, Alden Knight and Dean Bickley. And the 5-yard penalty gives the ball to North Central at around the 26-yard line. We know where the first down markers are. We estimate where the yard markers are. So pardon us with that. It's a football field used by Trenton High School, and I think this is probably pretty standard that they don't have the yard markers incremented on the field. But we'll do the best we can, and you can see where the ball is here as the Pirates have a first down. Let's see what they do here with the quarterback situation now, and if it's Kennedy Johnson, that's going to hit the ground as Joy Humphrey is now the quarterback, and that means the ball is down right at that spot. If you're used to watching, say, college football for men, you know how important that long snap is. It can throw the timing of a playoff so easily. Here, if it's a bad snap, a low snap, or a drop snap, the ball is dead right there, and so that makes it really, really difficult to get anything going. It's going to be a loss of 6 yards, and second down coming up. They've got to get to the 40, so it's 20 yards to go. Joy Humphrey against Heston was 7 of 10 for 66 yards. She can also use her legs, and that's an incompletion intended for Keishel Gilbert. So now third down and 20 to go. There is punting in flag football. You can hear the wind whistling. It is at the back of North Central here in the first quarter with 10:29, and the clock runs here in the first quarter, and it will until the final 2 minutes. So Humphrey, who is from Broward County, Florida, and Deerfield Beach High School, has the ball. Third and long. She's going to try to run for it, and a missed flag pull, and still she gets up to around the 35-yard line. Make it the 37-yard line. It'll be 3 yards short of the first down. So now on fourth down, the Pirates could choose to punt here, but with 3 yards to go, they look like they will be going for it. And keep in mind, in this situation, Joy Humphrey's legs really are important. The snapper is Jada Pierre-Louis, who Alden Knight says has been playing some fantastic flag football lately. And now a whistle, and is it going to be a timeout taken by North Central? It is indeed, so the Pirates will take a timeout. We will take a timeout as well as the Pirates and the Spires meet up here in flag football.
Welcome to North Central Missouri College.
Hello, I'm Dr. Lenny Claver, the president at North Central Missouri College. We're a growing college. Our reason for growth and success and the satisfaction of our students, as well as our faculty and staff, is based on something we call uncommon attention. We pride ourselves on providing uncommon attention to our students, and our faculty have bought into that. And I'll just tell you one thing, it works.
A 4th and 3 play for North Central following the timeout. This is Humphrey looking and going short. Got a chance to get the first down, and they get the first down across the 40 and down to right around the 35-yard line. So the completion by Humphrey and the tackle made there by Demi Hilton. Hilton is from Kissimmee, Florida. She is a senior. So the Pirates on their first drive have picked up 2 first downs. And on fourth down, they get it on 4th down and 3. And so here we go again. Pierre-Louis, the center, in a 2-by-2 set with one blocking back. And again, it's going to be Humphrey, the right side, and tackled there with the flag pulled around the 30-yard line. See where they mark it down. Call it about the 25-yard line, maybe the 26, where the Pirates have second down. Again, the yard stripes at the 20, the 40, and the other side 20 are the first down markers. It's not like 1st and 10 like in men's football. Humphrey looking. Boy, she's got all sorts of time, and she's got a wide-open receiver catching it down there for the touchdown. Jada Pierre-Louis for the Pirates.
Jada Pierre-Louis with the touchdown.
It comes with 8:24 left in the first quarter as Humphrey goes to Pierre-Louis for the touchdown.
The Pirates will line up to go for one on the
And the
conversion.
Pirates
Go for
will
one, or they can go for two.
Go
Looks like they're
for
gonna go
one here from the
that first line.
3-yard line. They could choose a 2-point conversion from 10 yards out. But the Pirates lead it here 6-0, striking on their first drive of this game. Lots of different things that the Pirates could do here. Barrios is the back. She has been instrumental in these short yardage situations in the games we've seen. And looking to run for it. Short pass, wide open in the end zone. Caught there, and the Pirates take a 7-0 lead.
Conversion is
Catching
good.
it is
From Johnson to
going to be, let's see who it was. It might have been Fitzpatrick. We'll see. Nope, it's going to be Amy Pickering. The extra point good, and the Pirates lead 7-0. So that's a great way to start for North Central as they score on their first drive. And now it'll be University of St. Mary that has the ball at the 14-yard line going the other way. And we'll see what the Spires have in store for the Pirates. A little bit of I don't know if it's an official timeout or not, but they're taking some time to get that new drive set up. It looks like it must be a timeout. And so now St. Mary will go from the X. And the Pirates will see what they can do defensively. And they're going to take Jada Pierre-Louis and put her right over the center in the rushing position. And St. Mary looks to their quarterback, Keandra Thomas, for leadership here. Keandra Thomas is the wide receiver. Little read option, and Thomas is going to run it. There's a flag down as across the first down marker is Thomas, but now we'll see what the flag is all about. It's a push in the back by the by St. Mary on the block. Again, our referee is Mike Denny. He is the head man in the white cap there that you can see. And he marches off that penalty, and St. Mary will be back at their own at 9-yard line. So first down again, I would assume. We'll see if that's true. It is first down, and about 11 yards to go for a first down here for St. Mary. Thomas throwing wide open is Charisma Delgado, and Delgado down across the 20-yard line to around the 29-yard line, somewhere in that area, and a pickup of a first down by Delgado. Delgado, in the game against William Wood, had one rushing attempt for 6 yards and a touchdown, did not catch a pass. So she makes that catch, and it's a first down for St. Mary. Keandra Thomas is from Crodsford, Florida, and there's a short pass, and an immediately pull of the flag, and we'll see where they mark her down. Now second down, and again, give or take somewhere around the 29 or 30-yard line. St. Mary out of Leavenworth, Kansas, in the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference. Keandra Thomas waiting for the snap. Here comes the rush from Pierre-Louis, and a pull of the flag will be about 5 yards, 6 yards short of a first down. So Thomas was making a lot of things happen here against William Woods. 12 of 25 passing and 17 rush attempts for 59 yards. Her longest pass against Woods was 63 yards, and she completed 2 touchdown passes. But now third down and about 10 to go. Maybe a little shorter than that. Over the middle, the catch, and where do they get the flag? It's just before the midfield stripe, so fourth down coming up. Keishel Gilbert made the pull of the flag. Boy, they're going to mark it a lot closer to the 40 than I thought, and they're going to say it's less than a yard for a first down. So on fourth down, USM is going to go for it here in this short yardage situation, but now they're going to move the football and called it a first down.
Correction.
Okay, it is a first down at midfield, the 40-yard line. So St. Mary got a little bit more than we thought. Thomas with a lot of protection up the middle. Two rushers come. Piper Martin is chasing the quarterback. Long throw down, up for grabs, and tipped and knocked away on a defensive play by the Pirates. That was Joy Humphrey. So Joy Humphrey knocks the ball away, and it's second down from midfield. This is a big day for us on Pirates Digital Media with three different events going on in three different locations. And softball now over with. Baseball was over with an hour or so ago. That ball knocked out of the hands of the receiver. I think that's Ellie Miranda. Hard to see with her jersey pulled tight to the back of her body around her neck. But it is a gain of around 10 yards. And now third down. Kendra Thomas, the quarterback. Little jet sweep and the cut through the middle, but the pull of the flag made on Enelia Roman Lopez. And they will be 5 or 6 yards short of the first down with fourth down coming up. Pirates lead it 7-0 on a pass from Humphrey to Pierre Luis. Extra point was good on a pass play, rolling to the left. And now USM with a chance for a first down. Thomas under pressure, throwing it short again, nearly dropped, and the Pirates defend it. And that should result in a turnover on downs for the Pirates. So the Pirates do their job on defense after scoring on the opening drive. They turn away the Spires, and the Pirates will take over on downs at the 22-yard line. North Central Missouri College's first year of flag football. And they have won 2 of their last 4. Again, Jada Pierre-Louis is the snapper. Joey Humphrey with those 2 backs to protect her and the little rollouts. Now getting a little bit more and crossing the 20-yard line. And she had to reverse her field a little bit, go back a little bit before her flag was pulled. And they will mark her down at about the 25. So second down coming up. We were talking about baseball and softball today. Baseball played a 9-inning game against Kansas City, Kansas, and won it in the bottom of the 9th on a wild pitch. 15-14. It was like a Wrigley Field game with the wind blowing out. Here's a quick pass, complete, and Fitzpatrick trying to make a move, and she does, but only has another couple of yards, and they will mark her down at the 37-yard line. So the Pirates were here once before, just short of a first down, on third down this time and 3 or 4. Joy Humphrey, the quarterback for North Central, on a 2-by-2 set, has the short player. That's Kennedy Johnson, whose flag is pulled before she gets to midfield. And now the Pirates will again have the choice to make between punting or going for it. And they did not give her as much progress as I initially thought they did. So it's going to be fourth down and again about 3, about what it was on the first drive in this very same spot. And a long thought process here. The play clock down to 2 seconds. The Pirates will need to take another timeout here. Let's talk to you a little bit about that baseball game earlier today. It was a wild one. Pirates were down 11-10 in the bottom of the 8th inning when Ethan Shoup hit a grand slam home run to center field. The Pirates went up 14-11 going to the top of the 9th inning, but they gave up a 3-run homer to tie it with Kansas City, Kansas. And then the Pirates get a man on base, advance him to second. It was, I believe, Eduardo Churio who went to second and then stole third. And that was key because a couple of pitches later, the KCK pitcher uncorked one against the backstop, and Churio scored, standing up to give the Pirates a 15-14 win. We don't have any word on how softball came out against Crowder today. We'll also tell you that coming up this weekend, we'll have a doubleheader again, a double-doubleheader. Metropolitan Community College comes in for baseball. State Fair comes in for softball on Saturday. Both games start at 1 o'clock. Our action will be bonus coverage of baseball, and we'll have play-by-play on the game with State Fair. That is a sack in the backfield as they get in and they take away that flag really quickly. And let's see who it was that got in there. St. Mary has, again, uniforms that are kind of hard to see the white numbers against the yellow, but again, I think that was Ellie Miranda who got in there. Miranda was the one who had 10 tackles for losses, and among those 10 tackles for losses, 9 sacks for 57 yards. She's got another one today. And that was on 4th down, so USM takes over. As St. Mary quarterback Kendra Thomas looking for some room, and Barrios got in to strip the flag cleanly. It's only going to be a gain of about a yard. So good defense by the Pirates as you take a look at Kendra Thomas from Crawfordville, Florida. Now they're going to go 3 on the right, 1 on the left, with the protecting back being Miranda. LaVea is the player in motion, and they get it to her quickly, but quickly pulling the flag is Keishel Gilbert. So a very short gain again, and 3rd down coming up. 1:40 in counting, as you can see here in the first quarter. The Pirates have scored on a Humphrey to Pierre-Louis pass. 23 yards and covered. And now 3rd down for the Spires. Piper Martin pressuring the quarterback. There's that little dump off again. Now they've got to pull the flag, and they do so. And getting in there again is Keishel Gilbert for the Pirates. So the Pirates playing some very good defense, and it's going to leave St. Mary with 4th down and about 8 to go. We've reached the 1-minute mark here in the first quarter. Al Campbell is the coach of St. Mary. And on the run comes Thomas. Thomas got some running room, but then Barrios pulls the flag, and that will turn the ball right back over to North Central.
Thomas. Flag pulled by number 22, Barrios.
So Barrios makes another good play on defense, and again, St. Mary will turn the ball over on downs, about the same place they gave it back to North Central last time. The 24-yard line this time. And the Pirates are 16 yards short of a 1st down as the clock now starts with 40 seconds. Still 22 seconds on the play clock, so they're going to have to run a play here. Again, Jada Pierre-Louis is the snapper. Looking for some running room is Humphrey as the flag goes down, and she gets across midfield or near to it. But now the flag in the backfield, and that's going to be an illegal block on the Pirates. With 10 seconds remaining, we'll see when they start the clock. But that will march the Pirates, I would think, back behind the 20-yard line with 1st down starting again here. So the penalty against the offense, and they will start the play clock, they will start the game clock, and I don't think North Central is in any mood to run another play here. So we'll go to the quarter break, and the Pirates lead it by 7 after 1 quarter here at C.F. Russell Stadium in Trenton, Missouri, in the final flag football game of the year.
I'm Jane Meservey, the Tutoring Center Director for North Central Missouri College. One of my main goals with online students is to let you know that all the services that an on-ground student has, you have also. If you're someone that can only do online, just reach out to me and we will make an appointment to get you taken care of and meet online. Do not hesitate if that means that we have to meet you on a Sunday afternoon or a weekday evening. I have students that may be able to do that for you.
Pirate bench with a 7-0 lead after the first quarter here on a very warm day, 84 degrees right now on the field with a wind that's very strong, up to 30 miles an hour, but calming down a little bit. Pirates had the wind in the first quarter, and now they'll go against that wind here as we move to the second quarter. Pirates have scored on a Joy Humphrey to Jada Pierre-Louis 23-yard touchdown pass. They got the 1-point extra point and lead it 7-0. There have been no turnovers in the game. First down for the Pirates at the 20-yard line following the penalty that ended the first quarter. And Humphrey with Fitzpatrick in motion. Humphrey looking. She's going to take off with it, and the flag pulled around the 25-yard line, 24-yard line, something in there. So Joy Humphrey again doing it with her arms and legs. Against Heston, she had 3 attempts rushing for 2 yards, and against Midland, she had a catch for 7 yards. Here she has been the dominant figure offensively. She and Keandra Thomas of St. Mary. The snap again comes on second down and about a dozen. Humphrey has a pitch option and gets it to Barrios. Barrios looking for running room along that right side, and we'll see where they mark down as they pull the flag.
Pitch from Joy Humphrey to Kennedy Johnson.
They're going to mark it down at the, say about the 28-yard line, 29-yard line. They've got to get to the 40 for a first down, and it's third down. Tight formation for the Pirates. We haven't seen this one before, I don't believe. Barrios is the back. Here comes the pressure by Miranda, and Miranda got the sack again. Boy, she is something. Second sack for Ellie Miranda out of Las Vegas. The Basic Academy of International Studies is where she studied before. And that will force a fourth down for the Pirates, and they are going to punt. So now we'll see our first punt of the game. Jada Pierre-Louis will snap it back to Kennedy Johnson. Kennedy had 3 punts against Heston and 4 punts against Midland over the weekend during the games, plural, at Graceland. Into the wind, and short it'll be down right where it hit, which should be right around the 37-yard line. So those winds, you can hear them, they're gusting up a little bit as we knew they would. Somewhere around 30 miles an hour is expected, and that certainly affected that punt by Kennedy Johnson. Now the referees huddling. And the clock stops at 9:58. We're trying to figure out exactly what this is all about. They've placed the ball at midfield, which is not where it hit. And it looks like Fitzpatrick is trying to help the referees out a little bit by placing the ball there. Okay, there must be a penalty here because they're marching it off against North Central. And it's going to be a big one here. Well, if they ever place it, we'll tell you exactly how big it's going to be. Alden Knight, you see him there. He wants an explanation, and he's pointing back to where the ball hit or maybe further back. And you see the discussion with Mike Denny, the referee. Alden Knight, in his first year at North Central, started this program, and they have picked up 2 wins in their last 4 games. It was a rough start. I don't think there's any doubt about that, but playing better here in the last half of the year. And now we want to get everybody involved, so we'll invite another referee into the discussion. Meanwhile, the Pirates are back as if they may have to punt again here. And because 3 referees discussing it is not enough, they're going to bring in the 4th referee to let him have his say-so, and it looks like St. Mary is lined up in a punt reception formation. Still awaiting an explanation to those of us who are at a distance from the field. Alden Knight again getting a chance to visit with Mike Denny. Tell you again that coming up this weekend, baseball and softball scheduled for Saturday, although the weather looks like it's better suited for the North Pole on Saturday. And apparently, whatever it was, they're going to wave off because the ball will be downed where the punt landed. And so St. Mary, after all of that, gets the ball just where we expected them to get before that lengthy timeout. And now the clock runs with 9:55 left in the half. Kendra Thomas throwing, has a completion for a first down, and it's Charisma Delgado who makes that catch. Charisma Delgado out of the Bronx in New York gets a first down for St. Mary. They're down 7-0 to the Pirates, who scored on their first drive in this game. Spire Michaela Akers is the snapper for Keandra Thomas. Miranda is the running back and will take that one. They miss a pull there, and then finally it's Barrios around the 35-yard line that pulls it free. Allie Miranda, as we said, from Las Vegas, not only had those 10 tackles and 9 sacks against William Woods, but she had a rushing attempt for 7 yards. She had a reception. So she is pretty good going two ways. And now the tight formation for USM. Second down. Throwing and incomplete. And now the flag for excessive contact, I would imagine, coming in. Let's see who it was, as Zadrina Kessimer was close and involved in that play. It may well be her. It is against North Central. And with the penalty, let's see how close they'll be to getting to the 20-yard line and picking up another first down. Going to be a yard and a half short. So the interference call is actually technically the call, and it's going to be a first down for St. Mary. So they pick up a first down here, and they're only a yard and a half short of another first down. So they have plenty of options here. The freshman quarterback, Thomas, ready to go. The play clock starts and the game clock at 8:44. Thomas under pressure, gets it away, caught by Delgado, and Delgado inside the 20-yard line, somewhere in the neighborhood of the 12-yard line. Maybe not quite that far. And the catch made by Delgado there, and she is going to be down at the 17-yard line, let's call it, maybe the 16. It is a first down for USM. They are marching down 7-0 here in the second quarter. Thomas rolling, chased by the Pirates and getting out of the reach of Piper Martin. The flag pulled, and she'll be somewhere in that area of the 10-yard line. So Thomas able to pick up a couple of more yards, but now it'll be second down at the 10-yard line. Thomas with the up back Miranda. A little read option, and did they get the flag early? Nope, it's going to be Martin that makes the pull of the flag. They'll get a couple of yards on it, it looks like. And now third down coming up for St. Mary. Let's see how close they are. It looks like they are in the neighborhood of the 5-yard line, maybe a tad bit closer, and they'll go back to that tight formation. But now, first, it's going to be a timeout taken by North Central with St. Mary threatening and 7:08 to play in the first half. Softball played Crowder today. They host State Fair at 1 o'clock Saturday. We'll have the live play-by-play of that game. It's going to be sophomore day. And the way that Sarah Van Dyke previously has done it, she normally honors their sophomores between games. So we'll be there to see the honoring of the sophomores for North Central Missouri College softball as they play in Division I Region 16 against State Fair on Saturday at 1. Our bonus coverage will be at the baseball field where the Pirates are playing a non-region game against Metropolitan Community College also at 1. Bonus coverage from the Metro North Central baseball game on Saturday. Here the Pirates lead 7-0 on a 23-yard touchdown pass from Joy Humphrey to Pierre Luis and the extra point. Ball looks like it's right around the 3.5-yard line on that right side. And it is 3rd down for USM as they look for the equalizer here in the second quarter. Clock will start at 7:08. Kendra Thomas. Let's see, what are they doing here? The clock is running. And Thomas now ready to go. Has a wide open player near the goal line. A flag goes down as well. It is a touchdown caught out there by, let's see who it was. It may have been Miranda. I don't think it is. Let's see if we can catch it. They don't have numbers on the front, so we got to wait till she turns around with the catch. No, it is Miranda. So it is 3rd down. A penalty is on USM. So now they have 3rd down from around the 9-yard line. And the pass is going to be intercepted at the goal line by Barrios, and the Pirates have forced a turnover as Barrios makes the interception and runs it back to around the 10-yard line. So a costly penalty for USM, as in the second quarter, with 6:35 left, Barrios picks off the pass, and the Pirates have the first turnover of the game. So the Pirate defense have stood tall in this game. They have forced 2 turnovers on downs, and now they have the interception by Barrios. Michaela Barrios from Miami, 2 tackles against Keston over the weekend. And now she has a pick against the University of St. Mary in the final game of the year for North Central. Pirates start just outside the 10-yard line. And Barrios, it looks like, is the quarterback. She throws it out to Humphrey, and Humphrey, doing some running on the right side, will pick up a few yards, although she is short of the first down. 6:08 remain in the half. At halftime, we're going to bring you the NCMC Glen Oaks Golf Highlight video composed by our North Central Missouri College students. They made a trip to a very nice golf course. Riley Everett, Nick Stewart, Aiden Snyder, and Nolan Parton put together a video with the highlights of that tournament, and you'll be seeing that at halftime. Pirates pull a little bit of a different look, and now with Kennedy Johnson playing quarterback, they make the short pass again, and a flag comes in as it's complete to Lauren Hall. And we'll see what the flag is about. The flag pulled around the 17-yard line. It's a holding call against the defense, so that should be enough for a first down here. And puts the ball across the 20-yard line where it's first down for the Pirates. Pirates have not been explosive, but they have been efficient in this game. Lots of short passing, both by the Pirates and by University of St. Mary. And now the Pirates have a first down in their own end at the 20-yard line. Joy Humphrey, the quarterback here, with the wind blowing mostly in her face, although it's turned around a little bit, maybe blowing from her left to right a bit also. Humphrey under pressure. It's Miranda again, and she got the flag again. Boy, she is something. That is her 3rd sack. Not just that she's fast getting in there, but she's very hand-eye coordinated to grab that flag. Heard an interesting story today that Missouri State High School Activities Association, the only activity association in the nation that sanctions flag football at the high school level, is going to make a rule change next year in which flags will have the belts will have 3 flags, 1 on each hip, like we see here, and then 1 completely on the backside. So there'll be 3 flags Here's a bullet thrown out to the side, and it's going to be a little bit short, cut out there by the Pirates. It'll be short of the first down. As making the catch was Keishel Gilbert. And now third down, and what, about 4, 5, 6 yards to go, somewhere in that area. The X on the field, signifying the start of each drive, is 14 yards out, so it's 5 yards short of a first down. Looking for the pass after the throw, and it's knocked away, and a flag comes down as well. Nearly intercepted by Charisma Delgado, and then the contact by North Central, so we'll see how this plays out. The pass incomplete, but the flag marker you can see was around the 36-yard line. The double pass play. It's going to be a holding on North Central. That's not going to help the Pirates any. So the point of the incomplete pass was the 15-yard line, we'll call it. Maybe closer to the 14, and now the penalty as well. And it was interesting because it was a really kind of a 50-50 ball that the Pirates knocked away. They went back and played defense. It should not be an interception. It clearly hit the ground, but we'll see what the call is going to be. The call is going to be marked off from the spot of the foul. So apparently it was called as an interception.
Looks like the interception's going to stand.
So the interception will stand by Delgado at the 3:53 mark of the second quarter. And now University of St. Mary will go back to Keandra Thomas running it, and she'll get out to about the 21, 22-yard line. Boy, they're going to mark her even closer than that. I guess what I'm seeing is that when the flag is pulled, the defenders are kind of tossing it backwards a little bit. It is short of a first down by inches, and second down here for the Spire. So again, they have a lot of options here with Michaela Akers over the ball to snap it. Miranda is the back for Keandra Thomas, the freshman quarterback. A 2-by-2 set. Here comes the pressure. The pass long into double coverage and knocked away by the Pirates in the end zone. As there to knock it away was Joy Humphrey. So Humphrey knocks it away, and we've got a penalty flag way on the other side of the field. So the flag now will be debated again, and they will call holding against the Pirates. Oh, my. Well, that will be a first down for St. Mary. The play started just outside the 20-yard line. And the holding will place the ball down at the 17-yard line against North Central, and the Pirates have given USM a first down here with the clock at 2:54 in the first half. Keandra Thomas waiting for the snap. And now ready to go. In motion, and the handoff to Roman Lopez, and she is across the 10-yard line, and the flag pulled by the Pirates. I think that's Zadrina Kessimer that pulled the flag. And we'll see where the mark ends up coming in. It comes in at about the 9-yard line. So second down for USM. The clock runs at 2:25 left in the first half. Keandra Thomas again has a person in motion. Handoff comes to the counter, or rather she's going to keep it and go counter. And not very much gain there on second down. Good play by Barrios to get to the flag. Third down now, and about 9 to go. And a timeout called, I think, by St. Mary this time. As Elle Campbell, who played 3 years for St. Mary's flag football team, is the head coach now. She was a team captain for 2 of those years as a player. She also was a graduate assistant. And she is in her first year here. She's 3-8 in the Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference, and her team plays at North Central today. That Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference is very tough. And the Pirates, without a conference, they're an independent. But the Kansas Collegiate Conference has the 3-time national champion Ottawa in it. They've got Kansas Wesleyan, who we saw earlier this year. There's the Corey Kerr, one of our basketball players, who's running the yard marker. As St. Mary's timeout comes again with now 2 minutes left in the half. 7-0 Pirates. They've scored on a Humphrey to Pierre-Louis 23-yard touchdown pass. The Pirates have an interception. So do the Spires. And now with the 2-minute mark here, it's going to be 3rd down for St. Mary at the 9-yard line, a little longer than that. Miranda in motion, toss by Thomas, and trying to get away from the tacklers. Fitzgerald was there for the Pirates, also Kennedy Johnson it looked like. And Keishel Gilbert, I believe, was in there. It's a very short gain. In fact, where are they going to put the football? Around the 9-yard line, so virtually no gain at all, and USM will take another timeout with 1:39 left. Well, we told you about baseball and softball coming up this weekend. On Tuesday of next week, a week from tonight, State Fair Community College comes in for a baseball game. It'll be a 1 o'clock game against the State Fair team. The North Central Pirates today defeated KCK, Kansas City, Kansas Community College, in the bottom of the 9th inning, scoring a run on a wild pitch, and we'll see them in full on Tuesday, a week from today. And then also we'll be bringing you the North Central graduations. If you weren't aware of this, North Central not going to have 1, not going to have 2, but going to have 3 graduation ceremonies this year, simply because we're running out of space. We have packed the gym for our graduations, for 2 graduations, and now they're going to spread it out and have a 3rd one also, and that's on May 9th. It is, as you know, graduation season on the horizon. Kendra Thomas of St. Mary looking for a target, throwing it close to the goal line, then it's dropped right at the goal line, incomplete, as they're looking for Lynn Walls, a sophomore from Kansas City, and she couldn't hang on. So back to the 9-yard line it will go, and that was a 4th down play, evidently. So the Pirates will take over now. They will be going against the wind with 1:33 to play in the half. Let's see how adventurous they want to get. They have, I believe, 1 timeout remaining. The snapper is going to be Piper Martin. Joy Humphrey is the quarterback, along with Barrios at the running back spot. And a 1-3 look for North Central. Here comes Miranda again. She is blocked effectively by Barrios, and the pass to Piper Martin right at the 1st down marker is dropped. That was a crazy good block by Barrios on the pass rushing specialist, Ellie Miranda. But the pass incomplete, and now 2nd down for the Pirates, and the clock stops within the last 2 minutes. And 1:27 remain, as you can see. Martin over the ball again, and they'll go tight this time. Boy, I think they've almost got to do that with Miranda breathing down the neck of the quarterbacks. Here comes Miranda again, pivoting away as Humphrey, and Miranda gets in there. Couldn't quite get her, and now Humphrey is close to a 1st down. It's going to be around the 18-yard line, and the clock runs with 1:12 left. So 3rd down now, and 2 yards to go. The Pirates showing no kind of desire to go quickly here at all. Humphrey, 3rd down and a couple of yards. And again, it looks like they'll go tight here. We're under a minute to play. Humphrey looking and now going to drop the ball, and that's where that play will end. So that will be a quarterback sack, and the closest player to it was Ellie Miranda again, and that would give her 4 sacks. I don't know, that may actually be a team sack, but whatever they call it, it's another sack, and now St. Mary will spend their final timeout, and the Pirates looking to punt with 33 seconds left. Remember, St. Mary has the wind at their back, although their quarterback, Keandra Thomas, has not shown a lot of choices long down the field. She is staying very close and usually checking it down to her running back. North Central Missouri College has named Ariel Houston as the new head women's basketball coach. She has been the top assistant at North Central under 2 head coaches, Jenny Croy, who's now at William Jewell, and Joe McKinstry, who's now at Kansas City, Kansas. It's Ariel Houston's turn, and I'll bet she does a great job. She takes over as the new head women's basketball coach at North Central Missouri College. Pirates will punt as St. Mary is going back into punt-receive formation. The last punt by Kennedy Johnson made it across the midfield marker, and it was from about this same spot, maybe a little further down the field. And so Johnson will punt again against Heston. She averaged 25 yards a punt, and she averaged nearly 13 yards a punt in the second game against Midland. That's a very short punt and will be down at the 27-yard line, somewhere in that neighborhood. So with 24 seconds remaining, USM has very close field position. They're in good shape here. They have no timeouts left, however. And again, Thomas does not throw the ball long, although she had a 63-yarder last week. Thomas under pressure, long pass down and just out of the reach of Ava LeVay. Again from Las Vegas, Ava LeVay was a step ahead of the defensive back. I believe it was Amy Pickering on that side. The pass a little bit long. So now second down from, again, the give or take 36-yard line. 19 and a half seconds remaining. No timeouts for either team. Over the middle, incomplete, and a flag goes down as Miranda got dumped in the backfield, and that's going to be on North Central with excessive contact. So that will move USM a bit closer. However, 15 and a half seconds remain. Third down and 4 yards to go. Pirate defense has been equal to the task so far in this game. Each team has turned the ball over once on an interception. Thomas looking, now going to take off. Someone's going to have to corral her quickly, and she goes out of bounds at around the 15-yard line with 8 seconds remaining. Unlike most of the game, inside of 2 minutes, the clock stops like it does in other kinds of football. This ball will be marked down at the 10-yard line. It's a first down, but again, only 8 seconds remain. Let's see how many plays they can get off. You would think at least a couple. Thomas looks, throws for the end zone, has a player there, and it's knocked away at the last second by North Central. Good defensive play, and I think it's Megan Fitzpatrick that was there to knock the ball out of the hands of the intended receiver. Really nice play by Fitzpatrick. They were looking again for LeVay on the deep left side of the end zone. So now 2.5 seconds. Second down, not that that matters a whole lot. Here's Thomas, dangerous, lobbing it for the end zone and knocked away on the back of the end zone. There for the Pirates was Jada Pierre-Louis, who knocks it away, and the clock has hit 0. The Pirates lead it by a 7-0 score. We'll be back with a look at the first half here in just a moment, and then again, our golf special on the North Central Golfers at Glen Oaks. It's coming up in a moment here on Pirates Digital Media.
all your pirate gear at the new NCMC campus store located inside the new Student Center on campus. We hope to see you soon.
Head coach Alden Knight speaking with the referees here before leaving the field. He's got 2 on his side of the field, and El Campbell has the other 2 on the other side of the field as they talk some things over here at the end of the half with North Central leading at 7-0. Only score came after the first drive by North Central Missouri College. It came with 8:24 in the first quarter when Joy Humphrey found Jada Pierre-Louise for 23 yards and a touchdown, the extra point good, and that is the only score we've had so far. Each team has turned the ball over once at 6:35 in the second quarter. Barrios interception for North Central, and with 3:53 left in the half, Delgado got an interception as well, so the turnovers equal at 1 here after the first half of play. The other interesting fact is Miranda's play. Ellie Miranda has 4 sacks already in this game. She had 10 tackles for losses and 9 sacks for 57 yards in her last game. So she is a terror when it comes to rushing the quarterback. Tell you about some guys who've done a pretty good job for Pirates Digital Media this year. Riley Everett, Nick Stewart, Aiden Snyder, and Nolan Parton got a chance to go up and cover some golf last week. It's a pretty nice course, you'd have to say. Glen Oaks in Iowa. The guys got together, made a little bit of a road trip, put together a very nice video. And even though this play was last week, I think you're going to enjoy the video an awful lot. And let's take a look at these highlights from Glen Oaks.
I'm Riley Everett.
And I am Nick Stewart.
And we're here with Pirates Digital Media. We got the opportunity yesterday to go out to the Glen Oaks Collegiate Tournament hosted by Southwestern Community College. This was a collegiate tournament at the Glen Oaks Country Club in Des Moines, Iowa. Now, this was a super prestigious, beautiful course. What'd you see, Nick?
I mean, overall, I really enjoyed the course. I mean, the greens were really nice, the scenery was really nice, and it was really well taken care of. I mean, the clubhouse was incredible. We got to visit that a few times. And honestly, if I was a little bit richer, I would love to go there. But unfortunately, I don't got that kind of money, and it is really expensive. I mean, it was just a real nice private course. I mean, only a couple people get to go, and the fact that we got the opportunity to go there was really nice for us.
Yeah, it was an awesome opportunity. The course was really well taken care of. The greens were really nice. The fairways were all really nice. There was not a hole that looked bad by any means. Even in the springtime with not a lot of green yet, it was still a very beautiful course. It was also a little bit cold yesterday. How do you think that affected some of our players?
Oh boy, I mean, yesterday, I mean, it was started off with an okay day of golf, but I mean, as the day progressed, I mean, the sun decided to just disappear on us. I mean, the winds just picked up. I mean, if you ever tried golfing in the wind, it's not easy at all. I mean, it can either help you or it can like completely ruin your day of golf. I mean, the fact that we had to play through that on the back nine, I mean, it was just the weather was really rough on us.
Yeah, I know I heard from some of the team members that some of the greens were really fast because of how cold it was, and driving was a little bit hard. The course overall was very hard. The best golfer of the day only finished with 3 over par in the tournament. So I mean, it was a hard course all around. To get into some of the stats, Luther won the tournament, finishing 21 over par. NCMC as a team finished 4th overall with 32 over par out of 18 holes. That was out of 11 teams, so finish we will definitely take. They started the tournament off strong, finishing the front 9 holes with only 11 over par. They lacked a little bit, though, on the back 9, shooting 21 over par. There are many different reasons for that. A lot of it did get colder as the day progressed. I know the hole 17, 18 especially were started to get very cold and cloudy as the tournament wound down. So what did you see, though, from our team?
I mean, overall as a team, I mean, like you said, the course was a really difficult one. I mean, the fact that we had a couple people placed in the top 10, I mean, was incredible. I mean, I sat mostly like on the back 9, the tough part of the course, and I mean, I thought we had some really good shots. I mean, like you said, the greens were really rough on us, so we struggled a little bit on the green, but overall I feel like we played not really too bad, and the fact that we had somebody placed just a couple strokes behind first place, I would say that we did pretty well.
Yeah, so let's get into that. Caleb Groomer was our highest finishing individual. He finished tied for 5th with a score of 76, or 5 over par. 71 was the par at this course. We'll get to talk to him here in a little bit. Jorge Gomez finished just behind him, tied for 8th with 6 over par. Alvaro Alegria finished tied for 18th with 8 over par. Then Guillermo Gomez finished tied for 32nd with 11 over par. Dylan Groomer finished tied for 39th with 13th over par. Grant Leamer and Lucas Veritaler both finished tied for 43rd with 14th over par. Lucas Schussler finished tied for 59th with 17th over par. And then Riley Gott finished tied for 65th with 21 over par. You can go in and see the full scorecard here. Overall, I thought our team did great. It was a really hard course. I don't know that they got a whole lot of an opportunity to walk the course or see much of it before the day. I think some of these other teams that are from Iowa got to see more of the course beforehand. Overall, I thought we did great. You never complain about a 4th place finish, and to have somebody finish in the top 5, I mean, that's always amazing.
I mean, yeah, 100%. To have somebody on a course like this finish in the top 5 compared to some of these golfers that probably have seen the course. I mean, there was a couple schools from Missouri who were probably in the same boat we are, but overall, I feel like a 4th place finish is not bad at all.
I would just like to give a shout out to Coach Nate Swan for allowing us to get to go out to this tournament. We got to take all of these amazing pictures and videos you guys are going to get to see, and now do this recap.
And now an interview from our top placer at the tournament, Caleb Groomer.
All right, who are we here with today?
Caleb Groomer.
All right, Caleb, and you finished with the lowest score today. And overall, what was the best part of your day, and what was the worst part?
Best part was driver. Worst part was my irons.
And I know it's cold out here. Did that affect how you played at all?
Yeah, cold. You have to add more distance to shots.
And overall, which hole and what was your best shot?
Best shot of the day was probably a hybrid on hole 7, and then made the putt for birdie.
Nice. And overall, what would you say is the hardest hole here at this course?
14.
14?
Yeah.
And overall, I know this is a nicer course. How is the overall environment here today?
It feels like a PGA course. The conditions were extremely nice.
All right, that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much.
Ball.
Shout out film guy, right?
It's always pretty amazing how the camera guys can track the ball in the air looking through this little window. They are so talented. They bring these games to life. So they're a lot of times the unsung hero of the broadcast. They do some incredible work.
Again, thanks to our Pirate Digital Media sophomore staff, Riley Everett, Nick Stewart, Aiden Snyder, and Nolan Parton. Boy, I tell you what, we're going to miss those guys so much. Not only do they do good work, they're good people to be around, and this will, in fact, tonight probably will be the last time we'll all be together to do a game. I don't know if they've thought of that, but I have. North Central Missouri College 7 and St. Mary nothing here after the first half of play. The lone scoring play, Joy Humphrey of the Pirates to Jada Piera Luis, 23-yard touchdown pass on the first drive for North Central in the game, the first drive of the game. The extra point pass was good, and that's where we stand after the first half of football here as the Pirates in red and St. Mary in yellow get back to it here for the second half of play. Each team would love to go out on a winning note here, and for a matter of fact, for the Spires, they've done very well on the road this year. They are 2-3 on the road, so 2 of their 3 wins have come on the road this year. And again, they're in that tough Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference, so that's a pretty tough place to win there on the road. They have won 2 out of 3, though, elsewhere, and they are looking to come back in this game, obviously down just 7-0. However, the Pirate defense has been very, very solid tonight. They have an interception as Barrios intercepted a pass. Delgado of USM intercepted a pass as well, but the Pirates just have not let USM get very much going in the first half of play. So we'll see what happens here. From the 14-yard line, St. Mary has the ball to start the second half, and here we go with our second half of play. The freshman quarterback, Keandra Thomas, will take the snap, and in that read option, she'll hand it off, and not much going on there as Barrios was able to strip the flag from Roman Lopez after a short gain. Yanila Roman Lopez, all one last name Roman Lopez, is from Fort Myers, Florida. 4 rushes against William Woods for 23 yards. She had a 10-yard rush in that game. This run leaves her about a yard short of a first down. And again, they'll use that motion and throw underneath, and the ball tipped and incomplete, trying to hit Michaela Akers. So now third down coming up for St. Mary. The clock runs with 11:18 and counting here in the third quarter. Remember, running clock until we get to the last 2 minutes. Our field camera operator is Nick Stewart. Our director is Riley Everett. Nolan Parton and John Godbout are on the cameras in the press box. I'm Rick Cole. Read option again, late pitch, and I think they got the flag pulled before they got to the 20-yard line. In fact, if they're going to mark it where it looks like they're going to mark it, it's going to be a loss of 1 or 2 yards and put that ball indeed back at the 15-yard line, and fourth down coming up. We have not seen St. Mary punt in this game. You would think this would be a time they would do that, but they're going to have to punt into a wind that is still gusting upwards of 30 miles an hour. The wind, however, has changed direction a bit, and it is blowing a little bit more across the field than it was before. Pirates are playing it as St. Mary did when the Pirates made their 2 punts in the first half. And the left-footed punt is going to be caught by Piper Martin at the 39-yard line. Martin down the sideline, and the flag pulled just in front of the 20, and a flag also goes down as Piper Martin returns it to the 23-yard line in that neighborhood. Let's see what the flag is. It's going to be against North Central. Penalties have been a huge part of this game, and for the most part, they've been against North Central. We really need to track those a little bit better. Did not see what the indication was, but you can see where the ball is being marked off by Mike Denny. And it'll be at the 35-yard line and a first down. So wipe away most of that return by Piper Martin, the freshman from Raymore Peculiar High School. Piper will be the center. They are going to send Lauren Hall as the lone wide receiver out to the left side. Fitzpatrick and I believe Kennedy Johnson are the receivers on the right side. Looking that way and nowhere to go. And guess who got the sack again? That's Ellie Miranda, who has her 5th sack in the game. And it was Kennedy Johnson who was the quarterback on that play. So a sack, and Kennedy Johnson talking to the coaches before a second down play, but now the ball all the way back to the 38-yard line. They're going to bring Humphrey back from that wideout spot, and Barrios takes her spot on the left wing. Flags go down as Humphrey fires and nearly intercepted or nearly complete. It was just that close, and a great job in the backfield to get to that ball. And that is, I believe that is Kendra Thomas, the starting quarterback that made the play. This flag will go against St. Mary, and it came on the rush against Humphrey. The Pirates are going to get back some of that yardage that they lost a minute or so ago. The clock stops at 9:11 in the third quarter. So a 5-yard penalty, and North Central has it at the 33-yard line.
Illegal contact against the defense.
And you hear Philip Wilson, our PA announcer, say it was illegal contact on the defense. Joey Humphrey will be the quarterback. And a whistle before we get started. It's initially it looked like a timeout by the officials. Yeah, and I think they're going to remark the ball, and that's what they're going to do. So they give the Pirates a couple of more feet and now start the clock. Pirates not quite sure what they want to do here. Going to send Hall out wide to the left again, and the slot is Barrios, it looks like. And looking to throw, Humphrey down the sideline, caught in bounds it looks like, and they will mark her down at the 15-yard line.
Pass complete to number 5, Gilbert.
The catch made by Keishel Gilbert, a 5'6.5" freshman. She makes that catch among a crowd of people, and the Pirates have a first down at actually the 14-yard line, maybe a bit closer. So Humphrey goes to work again, leading 7-0. The Pirates playing with the wind. And Humphrey's going to take off with it to the 10, cuts back across, and the flag pulled inside the 10-yard line. Avia LeVay made the pull of the flag, going to place it at about the 7-yard line. And the Pirates threatening again, leading at 7-0. They haven't scored since the first drive of the first quarter. Martin over the ball, and Humphrey ready for the snap. Gonna run it again. Humphrey looking for the end zone. Did they get her? Let's see. They did not get her. It's a touchdown for the Pirates.
Quarterback run by number 2, Joy Humphrey.
Joy Humphrey scores for the Pirates. And we'll call it a 7-yard run. And it comes with 7:38 left in the third. The extra point try will be for 1 for North Central. Again, you can go for the 1-pointer or the 2-pointer. There is no place kicking. And the Pirates will elect to go for the shorter of the two options for 1 point. Barrios in the slot left side. The throw over the middle toward Martin, and it may have surprised her a little bit. The pass incomplete. No flags seen at the moment, so the extra point is no good, and the Pirates lead it 13-0 with 7:38 left in the third quarter. Pirates won their last game 12-0, and this one's kind of getting that feel, isn't it? St. Mary trying to get something going on offense. They have been able to move it within the 20-yard line or just close to the 20-yard line, but not much farther than that. Good pressure. The throw over the middle, incomplete, and the flag was pulled from Thomas, but it's going to be an incomplete pass. Pirates got good pressure on the young quarterback, and timeout's going to be taken by the Spires here again. 7:22 left in the first half. North Central Missouri College invites the community to celebrate 100 years of North Central and Trenton Junior College. They're going to have a big block party on Saturday night from 4 to 9 on Main Street, right in front of Geyer Hall. It's going to be free. That's a big thing. Family friendly. That's another big thing. And features live music, food trucks, activities for all ages, and lots and lots of giveaways, along with a birthday cake to celebrate the 100th anniversary of North Central Missouri College and Trenton Junior College. 100 years. After the timeout, USM has the ball at the 14-yard line, second down. Tight formation has normally meant a running play, but it's a quick throw and incomplete. That one went right through the hands of, let's see who was it. We'll have to wait and see. In any case, it's now third down for the Spires. They've got to get to the next stripe, which is 6 yards away. Kendra Thomas going to try to run for it. Nearly fell. Still alive. Has the first down. Looking for more and then taken to the ground. And that's certainly going to be a foul there, you would think. Or maybe not. As bad of a collision as that was, I'm surprised there was no flag. It is a first down. They did pull the flag on Thomas. So we'll have to bone up a little bit on why that was not a penalty. St. Mary will stack three receivers on the right side. This was a formation we have not seen yet. Now in motion, the read option. Thomas under pressure will go down, and now a penalty will be for contact. And that will be a big one as they knock Thomas to the ground on the first down play. Technically roughing the passer is what they're saying there. Mike Denny is. Mike is working with Nick Bennett, Kevin Buell, and David Kidwell on the crew tonight, and it's going to be a first down right at midfield. 13-0 Pirates. They've just scored on a Joy Humphreys 7-yard run. And now USM on the ensuing drive has a first down across midfield. Pirates going for their third win of the year, St. Mary their fourth. Thomas with contact there as a rusher just pushed over and pushed through Eli Miranda. And the run by Thomas is across midfield and a foul against North Central to boot. So now let's see where this spot will go. Illegal contact on the defense, 5 yards from midfield. And it'll be a first down at the 35. Yep, more than that, they're going to mark it down at about the 27-yard line. So from the end of the run, apparently. So USM on the drive here in the third quarter, 5:57 and counting, down 13 points. Thomas looking for running room. The Pirates grab the flag, and that'll be just a yard or two gain, and it looks like a Pirate may be injured. So two Pirates got there very quickly. One of them stays down on the ground after slipping down. And let's see if we can find out who that is for North Central. It looks like it may be Kennedy Johnson. But a little tough to tell at the moment. It does look like number 0, however. And we will wait as assistance is coming. Our trainers at North Central Missouri College are Megan Becker and Tara Sanchez. Both are here. We're going to take a break right now, and we will be back in a moment on Pirates Digital Media.
To Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri. Banking made simple. With online and mobile banking, you can check balances, make transfers, pay bills anytime, anywhere. Visit onlinefarmersbank.com to get started. As a locally owned FDIC insured bank, we believe in more than banking. We believe in community. Your growth is our mission. Farmers Bank of Northern Missouri, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
And you see the result of the injury, and they'll be taking, and again, we think that's a 0, although those jerseys could bunch up, but I believe that's Kennedy Johnson, who wears number 0 for the Pirates and is a huge contributor to this team, so that would be an absolutely horrible loss for the Pirates, even though it's the last game of the year. Boy, you don't want to see anybody go out like that. And hopefully for Kennedy, that's not as serious as it appears from this angle. So she is off the field now with 5:44 to go in the third, and a second down coming up for the University of St. Mary out of Leavenworth, Kansas, trailing 13-0 to the Pirates here in the middle of the third quarter. Thomas, the quarterback, and she has Miranda in the backfield with her. Little speed option, and here comes the pitch, and Miranda cutting, but before the 20-yard line, she is going to be down at the 22. And it will be third down for the Spires. Ellie Miranda has been spectacular in this game. On defense, she has 5 sacks. She's been a receiver, and you saw her run. She is a freshman. They have to get to the next strike for the first down. Third down and 1. Pressure coming, and there's Miranda again. And it's Piper Martin that grabs the flag, and maybe a loss of about 1. See where they eventually put her down. It is going to be a loss of 1, and fourth down coming up for USM. This is where a lot of their drives have ended. This fourth and short, especially in the first quarter, they got turned away twice. And North Central is going to try to turn them away one more time from this same spot on the field. Thomas with Miranda in the backfield with her has 3 to the left side and 1 tight on the right. That's the one she goes to, complete, and off to the races. Roman Lopez will be downed at around the 17-yard line.
Number 20, Roman Lopez.
So Lopez comes up with, Roman Lopez rather, comes up with a big catch at the 17, and now first and goal for USM. They have driven after the Pirates scored on a 7-yard run by Humphrey. Thomas throwing it deep. Good coverage and incomplete. Is back on defense. Megan Fitzpatrick for the Pirates.
Second down.
Second down coming up for St. Mary. The intended receiver on that play was Roman Lopez. Now that tight formation again. Miranda is the blocker, but getting through to make the tackle is Jana Pierre-Louise, who gets a sack back across the 20. She has very much had a spectacular game. She has caught a touchdown pass in this game. As Alden Knight said, she was playing some very good flag football coming into this game, and she has certainly sparkled here against St. Mary. Third and goal now from the 21-22 yard line. So Thomas needs to come up with a play here. Here comes Luis Thomas again, and incomplete is the call. Pierre Lewis making the play there, but just after the release of the football. So now fourth down. Again, no option to place kick here. St. Mary could choose to punt, I suppose, but that would be kind of silly at this point. And Thomas needs to get to the end zone to complete this drive. Throwing deep, has a person there, and it is dropped in the corner of the end zone. Good defense by the Pirates again, as Lauren Hall was there for the Pirates. And again, I believe they were going for Roman Lopez down there deep near the goal line, but no good, and the Pirates have held for a third time at this end of the field, and they take over at the 22-yard line. A touchdown pass by Humphrey, a touchdown run for Humphrey, and the Pirates lead it 13-0 as the clock starts here at 2:10 left in the third quarter. Martin will again be the snapper here. The upper back is Jada Pierre Lewis. In motion comes Barrios. They've got a wide receiver right on the sideline on the left side, but they'll go short, and a bullet whizzes past the ear of Piper Martin. So that was thrown a little bit hard for someone that was standing so close, and Piper couldn't get her hands on it. From the, let's see, what are they calling here? Is there a penalty involved? They put it down at the 16-yard line. Wasn't it across the 20? It is second down. I don't understand that. Here's that pass. It's to Hall on the left side. And Lauren trying to find some running room. Not much there. She'll get a couple of yards, and that's it. Lauren Hall is from Wellington, Florida.
Pass complete, number 1, Lauren Hall.
She played some quarterback this weekend against Heston, 5 of 15 for 70 yards. She had a 44-yard pass, though. 1 touchdown, no interceptions at quarterback. Third down now for North Central. And Humphrey, as Miranda gets knocked to the ground, a flag is thrown, and the pass is overthrown, intended for Keishel Gilbert. But now the penalty should be against North Central unless it's declined, which would force fourth down deep in their own territory. Illegal block on the Pirates. And so let's see if they decline it or not here. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought we started this drive across the 20. Did we have a loss that put us behind the 20? I don't understand that.
A block against the offense.
It is not going to be declined, so it's third down, and to get to the 20-yard line, it's about 6 yards. But again, I'm not sure that's the first down marker anymore. Nope, they've got the first down marker in midfield. So now, with about 25 yards, 26 yards to go, the Pirates on third down will be moving with the wind for the next 21 seconds. So if they want to do something, they should snap this thing pretty quick. Piper Martin will get the snap off. Humphreys under a tremendous rush and just flips it to Martin. Martin across the 20, but she had to get to the 40 according to the sticks. And fourth down should be coming up. Don't think that'll count as a first down, but let's see as the quarter comes to an end nonetheless. We will check on the marking and see exactly what the situation will be as we go down to the fourth quarter here at CF Russell Stadium in Trenton.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. Like the Caggianos, who are brewing their own legacy. Or the Reds, with their drama-free plot. Tranquil and serene. The Upshaws, they DIY all the time. While the Nelsons play lead in their own adventure, 150 years in the making. There's a story in every piece of land. Run with us and start telling yours.
The University of St. Mary huddle and coming back out onto the field. The Pirates have the ball at the 21 or 22-yard line and a fourth down situation, so they did need to get to midfield. And they obviously did not do that, so you would think a punt is coming and a good break for St. Mary with the change in ends. Now the Pirates will have to punt into a wind. And we're waiting. It looks like the punter will be Piper Martin, the way it's looking right at the moment. Again, remember, Kennedy Johnson was taken off the field in the third quarter and looked like she was hurt pretty badly and has not returned. So now Piper Martin will punt, and that ball lands at about the 36-yard line, and that's where it'll be down. Again, in flag football, that first contact is where it's down, although they're marking it right now back deeper than that. Now Mike Denny comes up, and he's going to mark it deeper than I think it was. Again, not to be critical, because I could certainly be wrong here, but they're going to have the ball at the 34-yard line. 11:47 left. The clock has started. Miranda, the fake handoff, throw over the middle. Nice catch and down before the first down by Hall. Good catch over the middle by Akers. Now check that. Is that Akers or is that Delgado? We'll look and see here with the glasses. It was Delgado that made the catch. And second down and 4. Run pass option, throw on the slant, and it's caught by Roman Lopez, and she's got the first down across midfield. And we'll see where they mark it. The flag goes down at about the 35, and right around the 34 is where they will place the ball down. So now Thomas is on a little bit of a roll here, down by 2 touchdowns. Trips to the right side, a slot to the left. Delgado's going to, or rather Miranda's going to get the handoff. She should have a first down, or let's see. The flag pulled right at the 20-yard line. They're going to say it's across the 20-yard line, and that will be a first down on the run by Miranda. Fitzpatrick got there and grabbed the flag, but not until the first down was gained. And now first and goal for USM, about as far away from the end zone as you can be, and have a first down. Miranda again. Thomas looking and throwing underneath where it's dropped. Second down coming up. That time Delgado could not hang on to it. 10:07 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Pirates scored in the first quarter and the third quarter. And that's all the scoring that we've had. Again, the trips to the right side here. Florence left on her own, but now Miranda in motion. And Kendra Thomas throwing in a little bit too long in the end zone, looking for a receiver that came open late. And incomplete. Third down coming up. So from the 19-yard line, third down for USM. They need points. The intended target, Lavea. Thomas looking, throwing, and nearly intercepted by Barrios, who had the pick visualized, and then it was just a little high for her. So now fourth down. And again, from the 19-yard line, it's fourth and goal, and obviously St. Mary in this situation will go for it. Pirates can move those defensive backs very deep here and play a little bit of prevent defense in a 13-0 game. Let's see what Kendra Thomas can come up with. Here comes the rush. She throws off her back foot, and it's knocked away, incomplete, and the Pirates have held again on fourth down. Well, let's wait here. There is going to be an official timeout. Oh, I see. We've had 2 girls down in the corner that collided, 2 North Central girls, and they cannot afford any more injuries. Barrios was one of them, and she has walked away, but now the second player is down on the ground and will require some medical attention as our trainer, Megan Becker, is out to pay attention to her. So I think we're going to take a little time out here again while they look at the injury, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
Before you open your eyes, at Smithfield, we're busy slow smoking. Before you sizzle, we hand select and hand trim. Before you were born, we gave birth to flavor, which you'll find in every bite of our naturally delicious hickory smoked bacon. Flavor hails from Smithfield.
At first glance, the injured player looks to have some kind of leg injury, perhaps cramps, as they're trying to stretch her out a little bit. And it appears to be Joy Humphrey. Now, I can't tell 100% because she was laying down, rolled over once, and it looked like it was Humphrey. And now she will come toward the sideline, and it is indeed Joy Humphrey that was the player that was shaken up. So, again, that changes some things for Alden Knight and assistant coach Dean Bickley. Pirates take over at the 19-yard line, but without the young lady that has played quarterback most of the night. Now to take her first snap is Lauren Hall. Hall will take the snap and hand it off, and then a slip and going down is Jada Pierre-Louis. We'll see where she went down. They were awful close to a first down, not quite there, so even though they only gained about a half a yard, it leaves them with second down and a half a yard to go. And again, Humphrey taken off with a leg injury earlier. Kennedy Johnson was helped off the field by the coaches after a defensive collision. Hall looking for some running room and will have a first down. Now she will try to spin away and will get about 4 yards on the play, taking the ball out to the 23 for a first down. More importantly for the Pirates, the clock keeps running at 7:50 here in the fourth quarter, and the Pirates up 13-0, getting a little bit dark also. The wind settling down a little bit. Pirates are going into the wind, and it's blowing slightly from their left to right as well now in the second half. Lauren Hall is from Wellington, Florida. All of the Pirate players are freshmen. And Hall looking for a place to go. There's a block on Miranda, the rusher. And now a second flag goes down after the block against Miranda. And they will confer here as Mike Denny goes over to take a look. There's Mike, and indicating that the offsetting penalties here. Piper Martin, number 4. And so, let's see again. Illegal block and a hold offset. So first down and give or take 17 yards, 23-yard line, let's call it. Martin will snap to Lauren Hall, who's now playing quarterback with the injury to Humphrey. And what happened here? They pulled her flag, and yes, that is Ellie Miranda with her 6th sack. So Miranda, again, has been a workhorse and an extremely good workhorse with 6 sacks in this game. The Pirates will be looking at second down, and they've got to get to midfield, which now is 21 yards away. Going to make a change here at quarterback. Let's see who that is in there. Looks like it may be Humphrey, and she throws behind Martin. That'll be a non-lateral. It was Humphrey with Miranda breathing down her neck again. And so incomplete, and third down coming up. So good news that Humphrey is able to come back in. And now the Pirates have 10 seconds on the play clock, and they're not even close to running a play here. So let's see if they will not take the timeout here, and they do with 6:03 left. So they got a little bit of time run off the clock, but now they will take the timeout with 6 minutes and change left in the fourth quarter. Sophomore day for North Central Missouri College. Sophomore day for North Missouri Central College softball which for some reason isn't coming out of the mouth right tonight. But they will have it on Saturday with the sophomores being honored. We'll have the play-by-play story with our pregame show starting around 12:40 on Saturday. Third down for the Pirates. And a long way to go for a first down, but they have the comfort of a 13-point lead. And in this fourth quarter, St. Mary has the wind at their back. Pirates are trying to win their third in 5 games and finish up this season strong. The blocking back is Jada Pierre-Louis in this formation, although now she lines up on the line of scrimmage with Martin the center. And it's a 2-by-2 look, a slot on the left side, and wide open, or wide to the sideline, is one receiver. Good pressure. They'll throw back to the quarterback on a lateral, and now Humphrey has all sorts of time. Here comes the rusher as she finally gets it away, and that looks like it is Megan Fitzpatrick that makes the catch, but she didn't go very far. In fact, she's still short of the 20-yard line, and they've got to get to the 40 for first down. So now the Pirates again will be forced to punt into that wind. It has not been pretty when they've had to punt into the wind. In fact, all of the punts today have been into that breeze. Piper Martin will again punt with Kennedy Johnson out. This is a little bit better, and it lands at about the 24-yard line, maybe the 25. We'll see where they mark it, right in that area. And so that's where USM will start with 5:09 left. 13-0 Pirates. They scored in the first quarter on a Humphrey to Pierre-Louis 23-yard pass, and then Humphrey took it in from 7 yards out. The extra point good on the first touchdown, not good on the second touchdown. 13-0. Keandra Thomas is going to have to work quickly here. Needs 2 scores. Throw underneath and incomplete, intended for Delgado, the young lady from the Bronx, New York, who is a junior at University of St. Mary. St. Mary won the game against William Woods 25-6. They led 13-6 at half in that game. There were no turnovers in that game, only 1 turnover for each team in this game. And that handoff is dropped, and that's where the ball will be downed at around the 23-yard line. So again, in flag football, you drop the ball, and that is where it is down if it's in your possession. Obviously, an incomplete pass, that's not the situation. 1 wide on each side for Thomas, and time growing short, 4:14 and counting. In motion, Roman Lopez, and she'll take the ball. The Pirates have her sewn up along the sideline, and the flag drops around the 35. So USM needs to be in a hurry. They didn't get out of bounds. It wouldn't have made a difference anyway. They're going to give her progress to the 35. And now 4th down and 5. And this is where the Pirates have been very, very tough. Keandra Thomas looking for some room to run. Now throws it across the middle, and it looks like it's intercepted by Fitzpatrick. Let's see what the call is. In either case, North Central is going to get the ball, whether it's an incomplete pass or it's an interception. What are they going to call it? It is North Central's ball. It was a 4th down play, but I believe they're calling it incomplete. So again, North Central holds, and they will take over on downs with 3:21 left in this game, and that play may have sealed it for North Central. Pirates will need to do a little bit of clock management here, but they certainly have the advantage. Alden Knight will join us after the game tonight. Joey Humphrey has accounted for both touchdowns, 1 on a pass and 1 on a run. Throws it short. Fitzpatrick right back to Humphrey. That's going to be a illegal pass, and now they'll throw it out wide, and tackled at midfield is the receiver, Jada Pierre-Louis. So there's a flag on that play, and one of those passes I think was illegal. We'll wait and see. It is going to be marched from that point where Fitzpatrick made the throw back to Humphrey, and that is an illegal forward pass. The clock at 2:51 stops, which is against what North Central wanted for sure. And now Humphrey, as the clock will start again, not at the 2-minute mark. It will run as soon as they blow it live, and they have. And Humphrey is going to let that time run down a little bit. 13 seconds on the play clock. So they're taking some time here, as they should. Humphrey looking for some running room. Got some running room, and then the flag pulled right at the 45-yard line. Good job pulling the flag by Roman Lopez, who's been a big factor on offense. St. Mary will take the timeout here, and they will get the clock to stop instead of letting it roll down to 2 minutes. And the timeout taken by St. Mary is their second of the half. Pirates lead 13-0 as they wrap up the 2026 season. They are going to go out on a winning note, it looks like. But St. Mary still has a few bullets in the gun. We'll see how they do here in the last few seconds of this game. Again on North Central Missouri College's Pirates Digital Media, we'll have a couple of games for you on Saturday. Although the weather doesn't look promising, you never know. Next Tuesday it's baseball. And then on the 9th of May, our 3 graduation ceremonies will all be streamed live by Pirates Digital Media. It is third down. You can see it's a couple of yards to go. Piper Martin with 2 backs to protect Humphrey and a slot to the left side, one wide to the right. And St. Mary is very deep with their safeties. Humphrey looking, gearing up, throwing down the sideline, but the flag was pulled. And it's going to be Miranda who got the sack again. Under a lot of pressure, Miranda got there before the ball was released, and that is her 7th sack in the game. And the 2-minute warning has arrived, and so we will take a timeout as well as these two teams battle into the last 2 minutes.
Ready for more? Introducing Hy-Vee Plus. Get a Hy-Vee Plus premium membership for just $99 a year and get fuel savings every time you shop in-store and online. Plus, exclusive deals and offers every month. Plus, you can call our Redline hotline day or night for anything you need. Plus, free standard delivery and free express pickup. Plus, a personal online shopper. With Hy-Vee Plus, our plus equals more. Sign up today.
Showed you some highlights at halftime from the Glen Oaks Golf Tournament that was played in by North Central Missouri College. Pirate Golf will be at Indianola Country Club tomorrow, and we'll have some more highlights from that, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast. Right now, the Pirates are looking at 4th down and about 7-8 yards to go. At 2 minutes left. Now, this is where the strategy changes a little bit because the clock does stop on incompletions and such. And the Pirates will punt it away here with Piper Martin doing the punting after Kennedy Johnson was injured earlier in the game. This one's low and will land at the 27-yard line. Again, we're just estimating, but that's where St. Mary will have it with 1:54 left. And again, same situation, but a little bit more critical for Keandra Thomas. She's got to get the team moving quickly, and she's got to do it twice. Tight formation. They have run out of this formation several times with Thomas running to the right side. Now looking to throw. Protection by Miranda. She's got some running room and heads to the sideline where the clock will stop. With 1:47 left, she's short of a first down by 3 or 4 yards. St. Mary will, again, stop the clock here, and they're going to need, though, more than 10 yards at a time. Thomas under pressure, and the throw is intercepted by the Pirates, and then flags go down. No, it was dropped. Getting there to knock the ball away for the Pirates, I believe that's Amy Pickering, or nope. Let's see, who is that? Number 5, Keishel Gilbert got there and nearly picked it off. The football in flag football is a little smaller than your normal college football. In case you're wondering, this is a pass interference call against North Central with 1:41 left. So the Spires will pick up a first down on that and have the ball at the 37-yard line. Again, they'll go with that tight stacked formation. Miranda is the deepest of those receivers. And again, she has to keep her hands behind her back to block. And that one's nearly picked off. And again, the Pirates' defense is very good here.
Number 5, Gilbert.
And Gilbert was there for that deflection. Now second down for USM. Spires are down by 2 scores. Pirate defense has been very good, and Thomas has not challenged the Pirates deep very often. Second down play. Thomas looking. Back across the grain and nearly picked off, as closing was Megan Fitzpatrick, the young lady from Delray Beach, Florida. Now third down with 90 seconds left in the game. USM does have one more timeout left, but right now it's been incomplete passes and penalties and a run out of bounds that have moved them across the midfield stripe. The 40-yard line is midfield in flag. There's a deep pass, and it is off the hands of Michaela Barrios. And now fourth down coming up for USM. So one more stop should do it for North Central. They have USM with fourth down and 10. They need to get across the 20-yard stripe, or the Pirates will take over here now with 1:21 left in the game. Running the ball, avoids one tackler. Can she get past the next one? Let's see. The flag is pulled in front of the 20-yard line, but also a penalty flag goes down, which I'm guessing is going to be contact on North Central. It's a hold against North Central, so that will be a first down for USM. The sun has gone down. The field is a little darker than it looks on your screen.
Holding against the defense.
And when they say flag football is a lot like backyard football, this is kind of like that, like you're playing until the streetlights actually come on. But only a minute 12 left in this game. A first down for USM. At the least they want to do is avoid a shutout. Thomas looking, throwing over the middle. It is picked off. The Pirates pick it off, and that should about do it. The interception for the Pirates
pass intercepted by number 2, Joy Humphrey.
Is by, let's see, the interception was made by Amy Pickering, and so Pickering has the second interception of the game, and it should wrap things up for the Pirates. The second turnover by St. Mary. The Pirates just need to run the clock out here. Something that they did not do very well in their last home game, even though they were leading by a big score. See if they have improved a little bit. There's Lauren Hall for the Pirates. Humphrey, the quarterback. And the drop will go down as another sack.
Snap over the head.
So the clock continues to run here as if it were a regular sack. They called time now, and it looks like Humphrey may be cramping again. That's what seemed to be the problem when she went down earlier. The way she's stretching that leg out would indicate that it is a cramp, and North Central is going to take the timeout here. Again, I don't understand why, but they did. They would force USM to use their last timeout, I would think. But they don't, and now they're backed up to their own 2-yard line. They have one timeout left. USM has one timeout left. And the sack, probably, I think the nearest player again was Miranda, the rusher. And if she does get credit for the sack, that would be 8 sacks for her in the game. It's Derek Thomas territory, isn't it? So from just in front of the 2-yard line, they're going to snap the ball, and this will be a run for Hall, and not a very long one. And now, a stoppage of the clock. I haven't seen an indication of a timeout yet. 41.9 seconds, as you can see, and they're going to march it out to the 2-yard line, maybe the 1.5 yard. Illegal procedure against the Pirates, so it was a penalty, not a timeout. Second down coming up, and as they blow the whistle to start the clock, some seconds run off. And now we get back to play, and they're immediately going to call this one dead. So in the end zone, the snap went to Hall. They're going to move it out to the 1.5 yard line, something like that. And it is still second down. So whatever is going on, they're just not managing the clock very well, either the Pirates or the referees or USM. It's not been a smooth 2 minutes for sure. And Hall in trouble, just going to wing it downfield. That'll be an incompletion in the path. Going incomplete, stops the clock, but now the penalty is going to be roughing the passer. And so the Pirates, I would think, would get a first down out of this. And surely they will try to run the clock out here. So the penalty against USM, as they're desperate to get to the quarterback, will give North Central possession at the 13-yard line and a first down. The clock will start on the snap, and Hall will just kneel down. Good move by her. The clock should continue running, and even though USM has a timeout, they have not taken it yet, and now I believe they have. Now the clock's continuing to run. USM started for the sideline. Now North Central is headed for the sideline, and perhaps they're just going to let the clock run out. That is the story, and the final from North Central's CF Russell Stadium is North Central 13 and St. Mary nothing here, as the Pirates will end their year at 3-8, and the University of St. Mary is 3-9 as the Pirates win 2 out of 3 home games this year. In wrapping up their 2026 initial season, they beat St. Mary here at home 13-0 in the final game of the year. Our post-game show coming up in just a moment. We hope to talk to Alden Knight. We'll be back in a moment.
North Central Missouri College is a 2-year public community college offering associate degrees and certificate training. We offer a transfer degree for students planning to attend a university in pursuit of a 4-year degree. We also offer associate and applied science degrees and certificate programs which prepare students for employment. North Central Missouri College offers small class sizes with a student-to-instructor ratio of 19:1. We also feature dedicated academic and student services staff who are invested in the success of each student. You are welcome.
Final from Trenton, Missouri, 13-0 North Central over the University of St. Mary, as the Pirates will end their year at 3-8, and the University of St. Mary is now 3-9. With us here in the postgame show is head coach Alden Knight. Welcome, Coach. Congratulations on a win here. You're 2 of 3 at home. We got to get more of these home games, I think.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, tell me a little bit about this game. First, let's start with the injury to Kennedy Johnson, which seemed to be, didn't see her again, so I'm assuming it's somewhat severe.
So we just wanted to play it safe. She did have a knee injury where they just collided knees. So
okay.
Probably just a little contusion. I'll check in and let you know more so afterwards, but we did not want to risk any type of major injury.
Well, certainly not. And, of course, in the game today, this is your last one of the year. But you don't want to see anybody get hurt. It was also Joy Humphrey that it looked like she was having some cramping problems because she kind of came in and out. How was she? How was she able to get through the end of the game?
Well, you know what? She was dealing with cramps. And that's, it happens, So, they just need to hydrate.
Right.
Continue to hydrate more, but she'll be okay. No serious injury and things like that, but she did a good job tonight as well. But just cramps.
I know you haven't had much time to think about this, but end of the year now and through your first complete season, what do you take out of this game and ending the season on such a high note?
A great victory. I'm happy about it. Seeing the girls come together and finish off with a win. I think that's what is most important. They came together.
Yeah.
Our goal was to finish strong. No matter what, come out here today and finish strong. Put on for our crowd out here who came to support and hold it down at home, and they did so. So I'm proud of them. A great way to finish the season, build momentum, going into the next.
Joy Humphrey, who had a hand in both touchdowns. She threw for one, ran for another, played some on defense as well. But I'm going to ask you about the girl that put pressure on her all night. Miranda, I have down for 8 sacks. She had 10, I think, in her last game. Is that unusual? Is it as unusual as we're making it out to be to have that many sacks?
Well, I wouldn't say it's unusual, but that is really good. I can really say that is really good. You know, you can get more sacks within a game of flag, but that number is still very good. You know, typically people don't usually get 8 sacks or 10 sacks a game and things like so.
I don't even get 8 sacks at the grocery store, Coach.
So, most definitely give, great credit to her and the team. They came out and played hard today. They competed well. So, kudos to them. Most definitely all respect for them as well.
You forced 2 turnovers today. You guys had 2 interceptions. They had 1, so it was even on that. But I think the game was really won with you guys holding them outside the 20-yard line so many times, especially when they were going into the wind. You had some tremendous defensive stops.
Yeah. Our defense really has been a strong point for us, all year. Offense has been good at times as well, really good and really explosive, but just the consistency, I think that's what matters the most, and our defense has been very consistent. They play really well. They get a lot of turnovers, put pressure on the QB, and, you limit people from scoring, you'll win the game, because we'll get in the end zone, so we limited the score to 0, and, hey, I love it.
This is your second shutout in a row, isn't it? How many consecutive quarters is that?
What is that, 8?
Well, I know that's 8, but did you shut them out in the third next to last game, next to last?
One prior to that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think how long this may have stretched.
I'll just add a couple more quarters on.
Again, you're going to have to get back to me on that one.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations on the win, Coach Knight. That's a really nice thing and a great way to end the season for you here at North Central Missouri College, winning, again, 3 out of your last 5, so that's a very positive thing going into next year.
For sure.
Alden, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, and we'll let you go.
Thank
Get
you for
down with
having
your team and enjoy things a little bit here with the win at home as the Pirates win it, as you can see, 13-0. Got a few people to thank here on our broadcast, including our Pirates digital media crew. Like we said, for these sophomores, this is probably their last go-around. And on our crew tonight, Riley Everett was our director. Nick Stewart did our field work down on the field. Aiden Snyder was here with John Godbout and Nolan Parton, all worked cameras at one time or another, and did a lot of the legwork for us also here in bringing you flag football. Saturday, we're scheduled for another doubleheader. In doubleheaders, we'll have bonus coverage of the baseball doubleheader with Metropolitan Community College and live play-by-play of softball against State Fair Community College. I am Rick Cole. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for Pirates Digital Media's coverage of flag football. And as we say, as we go away, it's a good day to be a Pirate. Go Pirates!
Jolly Roger!